Hi guys, welcome back to AWS Day 10 Lab. So the title is Attach Elastic IP Address to EC2 Instance. So, so I think it might be a bit challenging. Alright, let's go. Two things define you: your patience when you have nothing, and your attitude when you had everything. Please again, don't take it 5 minutes, just only for 5. Alright, that's fine. Um, Alright, so in this left either, I'm gonna use an AWS console URL. Instead of it, I will use AWS client host terminal to solve that problem, to face that challenge. So the Natalia's Developers team has been creating a couple of services on AWS Cloud. So they have been breaking down the migration into smaller tasks, allowing for better control, and at the same time they're thinking about for their risk mitigation. Is the correct pronunciation?
Mitigation.
Is mitigation and optimization of resources throughout the migration process. So recently they came out with the requirements mentioned below. Alright, so there is this is the instant name. So instant name is Natalia's dash EC2, and elastic IP address name is IP name is Natalia's dash EC2 dash EIP. So region is US East dash 1 region. So attach the elastic IP address to the instance EC2 instance. So you can use the below credentials. So you can use your own way for solving this lab. But I was trying to do from this terminal. So so I was trying to find the command line. So how to attach the, we don't need to try to memorize every single command that we use in every single lab we can find in Google, right? So from the AWS client terminal on CentOS. Alright, let me find like that. So we have the 3 stages. So the first thing is we have to identify the resource ID. So we can run this command line to find the resource ID here. So this AWS EC2 describe the instance. We use the filters, and here name tab and name values Natalia EC2. So instance name is Natalia EC2, right? So here also Natalia EC2. So we find the resource ID. So we run this command first. So now we get the resource ID. So this is an instant ID anyway, we can call it like that. So after we getting the resource ID, instant ID, we can find the EIP allocation ID. So EIP allocation here is EIP is the IP address allocation ID. So we will run this command. We run this here. So here describe address, IP address allocation. Here's Natalia EC2 EIP is the same name IP. Yeah, here IP name. So IP address name, and here we will get the output test. So I will run this. So now we get the EIP allocation ID. So we will use these two values for the attachment associate command line with this one. So here you will see that this is parameter here your instant ID, so we will remove that and we will put the instant Azure ID right here, and I will put there. And then we also have to add the Azure allocation ID. So allocation ID is this EIP allocation ID right there. I will put there, and then we will run this command. So now we will run this command to link the Elastic IP to the Natalia's EC2 instance. So here association ID is this. So we successfully associate it, right? So we finish. But for sure, again, we confirm that association was successful or not. So we will check the instant details using running this bash script. So here, alright. So here I will run this command for verification. So here is instant ID. So instant ID is this, the top one. Alright, I will copy that one and I will paste right there, and I will run this command. So here, AWS EC2, we will describe the instance and instant ID together, and this is the instant ID number. Alright, so I will run that. So you will see that. So this is the instance IDs. This is sorry, this is the public IP address that we associate between the IP address and Natalia EC2 instance after we successfully did it, right? So we got the public IP address. So let me try to a second, we go there. Can we see any let me run this command, this. Oh, I don't see any result. Alright, it's okay. Anyway, that's not included for this lab requirement. So alright, let me check the final state, and I will click the confirm button. Yeah, so we successfully did it. If you like to use AWS as console, you can use that. But I like to use AWS client terminal to solve the problem, to make it happen. Yeah, alright, so thanks for watching. See you in the next video.